the ninja.
Winners don't use drugs. Yeah, I'm here with Joey Ramone's conjoined twin right now. Oh, what's up? What's up, man? Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel more wanted than when I was excised off of my brother Joey's back.
Well, what the fuck, man? After that, he needed to be sedated. So.
And apparently, people needed to prop him up because he couldn't stand. Holy shit!
What's up, Vinny?
What up?
No, Chris is being horrible and making fun of Joey Ramone right now.
Oh my god.
Chris, how could you do such a thing?
Look, I know when I'm not wanted. It's when a doctor's scalpel extracts me from someone's back.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Let me adjust my sunglasses here.
Chris, never change.
Open your mind.
Quaid.
It's a good thing nobody watches my channels. I'd be making some Ramones fans very upset.
I was thinking the same thing today.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is Shadow of the Ninja. This is actually pretty good from what I played of it.
Hell yeah.
There was this really, really shitty one called I played it a while ago. What the fuck? Ninja Crusaders. It was like an Action 52 game.
Oh.
It was that level of fucking shittiness. But this one I tried it out for a bit. It's actually good.
Okay, cool. Dude, I just found out that the comic book industry is getting even worse. They said Image is going to be laying off a whole bunch of people too now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They did lay off some people too already. So
yep.
I wonder if it's just gonna be a deluge.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they did a great job. Pandering to the enemy instead of the people who buy the stuff.
What is Image even putting out these days?
Not much.
I mean, obviously, anytime there's a Walking Dead thing need to be done, it's Image still, right?
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't that also be Invincible then?
Yeah, Invincible finished, but
I thought Invincible was IDW.
No.
Oh.
Battle Beast is a character from there that they did great with it. They did like the bagged comics, like it was like a blind bag, and that did amazing for them. But again, you got a top tier artist, Ryan. Is it Ryan Altley? His name is.
Now, did Kirkman work on that one too, or?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how many issues it's going to be, but Ryan said he's not doing a full like 100-issue run again. So,
Wow.
I don't know how long it's going to be for, but I have the first 2 issues. I still got to read them. I haven't had a chance with all the work I've been doing.
Yeah.
But it looks great. I got one of the sketch covers too, so I'll be drawing up the character and
Oh shit.
to sell at conventions and shit. Well, during the Dexter one, I laid out a couple more sketch covers, Spider-Man ones.
Nice.
It'll be good. I was going through a box, I'm like, oh, sketch covers. Yeah, I'll take these out and draw on them. I got some conventions coming up.
So I bought this autographed comic the other day. It was like, you think issue number 0 is weird. This is issue number half.
What?
It's Gen 13.
Okay.
That shit from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
J. Scott Campbell, right?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's autographed by him, but it's
nice.
a Wizard exclusive.
Okay.
And
It might be worth something.
It has it's got like a certificate of authenticity with it.
Oh, that's good. That's what you
Damn.
want
I don't know. I don't think it's for the autograph. It's for the fucking
for the comic.
because it was like a special. I think it was like one of those like shit you had to order through Wizard or something.
Okay.
When I'm done playing the game, I'll show you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, his work's great. I like this stuff. It's a shame he doesn't do interior anymore. It's like once in a blue moon.
Well, there's more money to be made in one-off covers.
Oh yeah, please, that guy made a fortune. He has like his own business thing where he gets like the licenses and he does his own fucking covers for all these things. Like short.
Well, did you see Rob Liefeld like made that post about like you know I pay my artists or whatever like or my inkers or whatever like $300 per page or whatever. And I'm like that didn't happen in the indie sphere.
Yeah, he's full of shit on top of it. I know people he trapped them in contracts so they can't fucking leave, and then he'd underpay them.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so he's full of shit.
Another fucking game where they give you one life. Okay. At least I get 5 continues.
That's good.
Is this a Konami game?
Natsume.
Oh. I have no idea who Natsume is.
You've never seen Natsume before?
Mm-mm.
I forget what else they did. They did like something else for fucking for NES. Can't remember right now. But
Well, I wonder if
this
like,
this actually I would think this would be Tecmo because this looks like fucking Ninja. This looks like Ninja Gaiden without the mask, right?
Well, you'll find that like Nintendo during the 8-bit era limited the number of games that a developer could release for their platform, and only like they were in like exclusivity clauses where if you made a game for Nintendo, you couldn't make it for any other platform.
Oh shit!
And if you were limited to the number of games you could make a year, they ended up splitting their company up, and they're like, technically, Konami isn't making this game; Ultra is making.
Yeah,
this game.
that's why Konami did Ultra to get around that loophole.
Yep. Yeah. Ninja Turtles was not a Konami game. Well, it was, but it went under the Ultra umbrella instead.
Neither was Metal Gear.
Yep.
The 2 Metal Gears were Ultra.
Wow.
Skate or Die. I think Skate or Die was Ultra.
Wait, where the fuck were you supposed to go there?
I don't know. But instead of dying, they just put me on the fucking on the ledge, so I'm not gonna complain.
Right.
These levels go pretty fucking. These levels go pretty quick.
Yeah. The boss fight.
Yeah, but where the oh.
Wow, he just came right after you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the music's not bad in this.
Well, it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Hey, kick that thing's ass.
Yeah, that other one I was playing, man. Fucking Ninja Crusaders. And it could have been good if they would have put, like, I don't know, 10% more effort into this fucking game. Oh, that's right. Natsume, I think there's a wrestling game. I think there's a Super Nintendo wrestling game.
Dude, I played a Genesis wrestling game this weekend.
World War or something like that?
Oh, Wrestle War, yeah.
Wrestle War, there you go.
Yeah, there's a game I played for the Mega Drive that came out in Japan called Cutie Suzuki's Ringside Angel. And it's basically like a 16-bit version of Rumble Roses.
I don't know what that is.
Rumble Roses was a...
What is it for?
It's for the Mega Drive or the Genesis.
Oh, okay.
And it's just basically gratuitous tits and ass.
Yeah,
And
Rumble Roses was a wrestling game with all girls.
Yep.
Like
Sweet.
like there's like you put the girl in a Boston Crab and there's like close-ups and shit like that.
Yep.
Sounds like an award-winning game.
Bravo, good sir. Bravo.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but it's all 16-bit boobs and stuff. But I'm like, wow, somebody knew how to design female characters back in the Mega Drive days. Good for them.
Yeah.
Well, it was also like what the fuck? What was it? The Dead or Alive that had the volleyball
yes.
games.
Oh yeah, I have the
Google
Japanese
physics.
version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the PS3 Japanese version of DOA. I can't something Extreme Paradise.
Remember when you put your age in? Like the higher you go, the more the tits jiggle. They're always putting
Really?
like 99.
I never got to play them, so I never really.
Yeah, they were fun. They were one of the first games that had like the boards where you get knocked into another level altogether.
Yeah, transitions. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome. That was the
That
first
was
PlayStation 2 game I got. Was DOA 2 Hardcore.
That's cool.
Yeah, you like knock him off the side of the freaking map, and all of a sudden he goes flying down a flight of stairs.
The only thing I think that game would have taken off even more had they had more characters. The roster was pretty small.
Yep.
That was the problem with it.
And later on, when they did add to the roster, the characters all looked the same. Like they had like a bunch of hot Asian chicks, but they all looked like the same hot Asian chick.
Yeah.
And I'm not just being racist, but
Oh, I know.
yeah, it's like Hanako and Hitomi.
Racist. Yeah.
But it's pretty cool that DOA is canonically linked to Ninja Gaiden. So if you play the because Hayabusa Ryu Hayabusa is he's one of the characters in DOA, and he's also like you get to see some of the DOA characters in the Ninja Gaiden games or the 3D Ninja Gaiden games.
That's cool. I know that.
Yeah, the purple-haired chick Ayane is actually a playable character in Ninja Gaiden 2 Black.
Yeah. That's cool.
Man.
That's good when they do
Yeah.
shit like that.
Tomonobu Itagaki, the guy that designed it, he knew what hot chicks looked like.
As every design is good.
Well, like that and Soul Calibur. God damn, the booby ninja chick. Woo.
I fucking love Soul Calibur and Soul Edge and all that.
Yeah.
Those were fantastic.
Mm. And then they toned down all the
Ivy
boobs
was
and
the
stuff.
fucking shit.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't just hot, but she was an awesome character to use.
Yeah. Well, the story's
Yes.
cool, too. The daughter of the ghost pirate. Like, that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Cervantes.
Oh yeah, Cervantes. He became a playable character. He was the boss in the first game.
Yep. Oh, that was
He
such
was
a great
deep
surprise,
bastard.
too. Because it was
Yeah.
like human form, and then boom, you get like the ghost form of them.
Yeah.
Awesome. The curse.
Yeah. And then once you kill his curse form, then you have to fight the sword turns into like a skeleton, like a weird I don't know what the hell you'd call it, but you have to like fight the sword as it's in like a human form.
Yeah, the fucking sword did that to him. I loved it.
Hmm.
That was some fucking cool shit. Didn't his daughter start off as a villain too, and then they made her good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ivy Valentine or whatever. Yeah, she was like a sub boss. But I think she debuted in Soul Calibur. It's like the first one was called like Soul Edge or Soul Blade or
Soul
whatever.
Edge, yeah.
Yeah, Soul Edge in the arcade and Soul Blade on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Man.
I miss fucking cool games like that.
Yeah, and like now everybody's like afraid of like showing like hotties.
Oh yeah, they're all fucking gay now.
Fucking Anita Sarkeesian and that whole bullshit just destroyed games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more intruders.
Yep.
She
She's even on video. She's like, I don't even play video games.
Yep. Even though she was trying to like say in another later video that she did.
Yep.
Again, these are these activists that they should have never been anywhere near any of these companies.
Yeah. Remember that fat purple-haired chick that like slept her way through like a bunch of game journalists to get like to win some like indie game contest where like her shitty game was basically like a survey monkey.
Was
it was like a website.
Was that Zoe Quinn? That one?
Yeah. Well, that's one of her aliases. Like her real name, obviously, she's part of the tribe. Obviously, her name is like Chelsea Valkenberg or whatever. But yeah, it was like she also went by like something Valentine. Like I don't even know. He's just a very disgusting person that contributed to ruining the industry.
Mm-hmm.
All the games journalists that no longer work in the industry because they destroyed the games journalism, they're all like going to bat for, and they're like, gamers are all sexist, misogynists. You don't need to make gamers your target audience anymore. And it's like, that's literally the only people paying your bills.
Again, they're fucking retarded.
Yeah. Well, all the game journalist sites got hijacked by a bunch of people, the people with the little hats and the like the activist women. You know what I mean? Like those are your only people writing reviews about video games. Like, why would I give a shit what either of those type of people have to say about video games? Neither of them play. Like,
yep. It's retarded.
Yeah. Ruin those industries.
Yep.
That's why I don't feel the least bit bad not fucking getting any new shit and going back and playing this stuff.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I didn't get a fucking finger wagged at me if I fucking wanted to play a ninja game.
Yeah. They said it, the retro gaming stuff is blown up in a massive way.
Yep. Yeah. Well, just that study that showed on PC, over 80-something% of the people that were playing games were playing games that were like 6 or 7 years old or older.
That's great.
Yeah, that means that nobody's buying that new shit.
Yep. Just Draven.
Well, I mean, if he likes it, fine. But like, I don't know, man.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah, it's just no. There are people that don't like it and buy it anyways, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? You're like literally destroying the industry. It's like, my hand, it's burning. Well, you could just take your hand off the oven burner. No. Okay, then your hand's gonna burn.
Yeah, they can't help it because it's a thing that they don't want to let go of either, right?
Yeah.
It's like that nostalgia type shit of man, I remember going to GameStop and waiting online for the new fucking games and blah blah blah. It's that type of shit.
It's a shame too, because like on Steam, there are so many indie games that like I wouldn't know about them unless Twitter, like I see them come across my Twitter timeline, and I'm like, link, add to wish list. Because like some of these indie games are freaking 1,000 times. Like look at that Claire Obscure Expedition 33 game that was made by a bunch of former Ubisoft guys. It was like 30. It was like a team of like 30 people, and they made a game better than like a company of like hundreds of people could do.
That's great.
Yeah, they're
great.
That industry it's doomed. Yeah.
Lucky for them, it's not lucky for them. It's not just their industry.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That's
when you let in a fucking Trojan horse full of blue-haired morons.
That's what Chris and I were talking about before. Like I said, I'm kind of like applauding the destruction of these industries right now because it's like, okay, you fucked all of us out of it. People with real talent and passion for this. And you pushed in the garbage and these activists and these writers who hate you and all that stuff. Okay, cool. I can't wait to see it implode, and it's doing it right now.
Yeah, I know it's so much Schadenfreude. Like,
like
30,000 people have lost their jobs. Oh no, where were you? You know what? You didn't give a shit when I was homeless, so I don't give a shit now.
All right.
Yep. Now they know how we feel.
How you doing, Prime One? Tommy.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Ancient One, Active Dinosaur, RR. Stop it in.
Yeah, Yeah, Ancient Ones. Yeah, you're right, man. Talking about the minute Clair Obscur became big, it was pretty much, yeah, it was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Amen.
So I said,
Yeah, my hat's off to those guys.
yeah. Like I said, I saw it from around 2002, 2003, and then they really ushered in a massive wave in about 2015-ish is when they really started poisoning everything.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Lurch.
What up?
What's doing?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I celebrate the indie guys because I'm getting good games and I'm not getting gouged, and there's not like a continual reoccurring fee and everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely, man. Yeah, and RR, I said the same thing. It all has to fucking crash, and it's doing it right now. The comic industry is completely fucking destroyed. It has to happening everywhere.
Well, it has to die enough so that all the parasites detach from the host organism because it can no longer get feed off of it.
Yep.
And then the mammals can survive when the dinosaurs all die, and the mammals are all your indie guys.
Basically, and we're gonna hope there's gonna be enough people who still want to buy this stuff when we're ready to.
I know
to push our stuff in a bigger way too, because a lot of us we're dying off too. We can't sustain.
Well, so I was on Immortal Rising Comics stream this morning, and part of his show is we go over indie camp basically post your indie campaign and we'll talk about it on the show. We'll go over it and stuff, and then we'll look at the campaign page, and if there's any advice or feedback, we'll give it. And there's this one book, okay, it had $1,200 worth of backing, okay. You look at the book and the art is insane, the writing looks great, okay, and I'm like, yeah, congratulations, this dude's gonna barely freaking make, he's not gonna be able to make enough money to justify another book, and you've got an awesome freaking book here. You know what I mean? You're discouraging the people that are gonna make great books, and it's like, how do we what more do we need to convince people that these smaller books are worth taking a chance?
I know. But again, a lot of the audience left because of all the bullshit drama from all these other dickheads. And instead of helping one another, they stole from the customers, they dox customers, they dox creators, they talk shit on everybody, and then they wonder why their sales are going down too. They're absolutely retarded. And then what are they doing? They're plagiarizing off of one another too, even on their merch. It's fucking retarded.
But that's going to be the really fucked up thing, that the term indie is now going to be tainted for actual people who want to get their stuff out there, not just be live streamers just to collect super chats.
Yeah. Well,
because indies have always been there for as long as I was collecting comics. I wasn't just picking up Marvel and DC. I was picking up other stuff too, man.
Mirage, Warp Graphics,
Eclipse, I think, was another one.
Man.
Charlton or Charleston Comics, I think, was one of.
That's a dance.
But the problem though is that there's a very obvious weight class in this indie sphere, and it's not everybody's being lumped together. It's like AEW, where you've got that 14-year-old kid fighting freaking Brian Cage, and it's you can't put them in the same category. That's unfair. They can't compete. And it's I'm a former pro or whatever that's got a decade of experience, and I got all these industrial connections. Yeah, well, I'm Peter Laird, freaking Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. I don't have any connections. I'm just a dude that's in my garage making a game about, or making a book about weird Ninja Turtles and shit as a parody to Daredevil. Yeah, that'll never sell. You know what I mean? We'll never get that experience anymore. They'll be like, oh, that book, the production isn't high enough, or quality isn't good enough. It's sorry, I don't have the millions of dollars to dispose of to.
Yeah, remember the vampire comic that Corey Feldman hands Corey Haim in The Lost Boys? Destroy the vampires. It was
Oh,
that
Jesus.
company. I can't remember what it was. Charlton or Charleston, something like that.
Okay.
But that was another company. They had one of the Ninja Turtle knockoff comics I used to buy.
Was it like Battletoads or?
No, Cold-Blooded Chameleon Commandos.
Oh, shit.
But I used because there used to be this store by me. It was a flea market, and they had like boxes and boxes of shit. And I would find stuff that I wouldn't be able to find in the candy store there. So I used to go there a lot and just go through the boxes and shit. There's plenty of indie stuff in those boxes.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, in Salem, New Hampshire, when I was like a kid, there was this comic shop that like it had like the titty comics and stuff, but it wasn't like it was in a section, but they didn't really like restrict the section like they did at like the video stores. And I walked in and I just saw tits everywhere. And I was like, all of about 12, 13 years old. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I kind of got in. Like, I bought titty comics initially. Like, I had heavy metal, something called Quadrant. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Druna. Like, all that shit. And then Elf Quest, like, that had boobies in the book.
First was another one. First Comics was another one I remember. They did like Grimjack.
But those comics were like like obviously heavy metal had some backing, but like Warp Graphics literally stood for Wendy and Richard Peeney. Like it was just like two people, And I was like, frick, man, I got to get all these books.
I remember
kind of cool, dude.
I remember Archie Comics were doing the Ninja Turtle cartoon version.
The cartoon, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they have one Ninja Turtle Adventures or whatever?
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
They also did a Bayou Billy comic book.
Oh,
I remember that.
God. That game was actually made intentionally more difficult in the United States. The Japanese version's easier.
Yo, fuck that game.
Wow.
Yeah.
It takes you 5 minutes to beat a guy like this.
Yep.
It literally will take you 5 fucking minutes to beat a guy like that.
Yep. We got Batman's greatest enemy over here.
The steamer.
His uniform's brown. What does that have to do with steam? You'll see.
God damn it.
Oh.
I'm trying to think what other fucking NES games Natsu made. But yeah, this is a pretty good game. It's
Cool.
This part's a little annoying, but this fuck because I can't not get hit by this fucking idiot.
I wonder why they named their company Natsune or Natsune. In Japanese, it means like the sounds of summer. It's fitting that we're playing a game in the summer, but like, what have you got this for Christmas?
Maybe that's when they were releasing their stuff in bulk. It was,
oh, well, yeah, actually, yeah, that would make sense if they were like a sub company of like one of the other studios.
Mm-hmm. And they only release games at that time of the year.
Or maybe they just really like the movie Meatballs and the theme song.
Maybe.
Are you ready?
Ready for the sunshine? Are you ready for the ba 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 da ba 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 do ba do ba do?
Hey, Clive, why are you such a dork? Oh no, wait, that was Meatballs 2. Remember the alien?
Wait, Meatballs 2 was the one with the fucking alien, right?
Yep, yeah. He like,
and for some reason, Rudy from the first one is in a wheelchair now. Wasn't he in a wheelchair in that one?
Yep.
Weird.
No Bill Murray or yeah.
Did they explain what the fuck happened to Rudy there?
Let's just say that
Rudy owed a debt to the mob,
yeah. Let's just say that Rudy and his cohort there, Dino Bravo, they had some unfinished business.
Oh shit.
Rudy, you got off light, didn't you? Say it, Rudy. Okay. It's weird. This game you can pick 2 different characters to play as. Like that's for an 8-bit game like this. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Jeez, that thing just won't die.
This is the thing that keeps taking half my fucking energy.
Yeah, and then the steam takes the rest, and then you have to one part.
Not the steam. No.
Yes, the steam. Take that, Joker.
There's some weird scarab up there.
The Joker pushed me into the sauna. I'm done for.
Oh, it's like those aliens from Alien Nation, where they you throw them into the ocean and they just melt.
Salt water, yeah.
Yeah. Ah! They all drink curdled milk and shit.
Yeah, I never got
Remember
into
the
that
TV?
series. I just didn't get it.
Well, first it was a movie and then it was a series. They were
Yeah.
both good.
I like the movie because of James Caan. He made that movie for me.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's like, what's your name? I'm Lieutenant Sykes to you. And he starts laughing. He's like, what? In my language, Sykes means shithead.
You know what I didn't fucking know till the last time I saw it. It was like 2 years ago. I never knew that was fucking Inigo Montoya.
Yeah, that was Mandy Patinkin. Yeah.
I had no fucking clue.
What? He was the mean alien guy.
Yeah, he was a big
in the
alien
movie.
dude.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I heard Mandy Patinkin's like a pain in the ass to work with, but
I heard he was a raging cokehead.
yeah, I heard he was just very abusive and hard to work with. But I don't care, man. Like, I love his movies.
He was a great actor.
Yeah. Inigo Montoya stole the show. He wasn't even
yeah.
supposed to be the star. It was supposed to be, Dread Pirate Roberts Wesley and stuff. And, kudos to Cary Elwes, but sorry, Inigo Montoya was the main hero.
You know what? That's another guy that's on my list of people who I thought would have been huge fucking stars. Cary Elwes. What the fuck happened? That dude, I thought that dude would have been a fucking cast in everything at one point.
I'm like other Robin Hoods.
I can speak with an English accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he was funny. He could act. He had the look. Yeah, Hollywood they don't know what to do with certain people. Like, they're just douchebags. And
well, it's he probably didn't play ball.
Yeah, probably. That too.
Or he probably didn't let them play with his balls.
Right.
Yeah. Well, after what Terry Crews says, it's like, dude, if Terry Crews can get messed up like that,
yeah, not
anybody
just Terry
can.
Crews, but wasn't that also why Brendan Fraser was gone for over a decade?
Yep.
Yeah, destroyed that poor guy.
Awful.
And then his wife's divorce pretty much did the other part, and it's like, this guy did not deserve the crap he got.
No.
Man. Oh, I think he's gonna make it. Nope. This is where he died last time. Holy shit!
No,
You're
I still gotta get the team. I gotta do it.
Oh yeah, you don't have to go down. Yeah.
No, not the team.
Get out of here!
The steam got him.
He went right into the steam instead of the robots.
Yep. Those are like those Mega Man 1 robots in the first level that like they come at you at an odd angle and you can't hit them.
Yeah. It's just like
Yeah,
women.
they like start to home in on you.
Yep.
Oh, Chris, I thought you would like that more.
Oh yeah. Well, my misogyny. Yeah.
they come at you at an odd angle and you can't hit them.
Yeah. Well, you can, but you got to hit them hard enough so they don't complain.
that they can't talk because
Yeah.
their jaws are dislocated.
It's like that
It's
ADD
just a joke.
thing.
It's just a joke, YouTube. It's just a joke.
Yeah, we kick, we don't punch.
We do not condone any of the.
Yeah, no closed fist. It's always open hand, including a judo chop.
Oh my God.
What? Shut it!
See, that pussy overbaked the ZD as well.
Oh yeah. Shut it! Fucking cat. I've already fed him. He's already got food. I've already like petted him and shit. And... Shut it! Your move, Joker.
Joker, bend over. I'm gonna fuck the crazy out of you. Just like the cops did in your second movie.
I can't believe they did that to the Joker.
Oh my God.
You could tell that was just a mean-spirited director. Was like they didn't like my movie the way they were supposed to, like Alan Moore.
Yep.
So he like had him killed and then yeah, pathetic. The movie is so stupid too. I saw about 3 minutes of it. I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
On purpose?
On purpose, right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm out. Like I couldn't get past the musical bit. I'm like, yep, this is stupid.
Yeah, you don't want to hear about musicals in a fucking movie like that.
Yeah, it was so stupid. It was like it was out of place. It made no sense.
Yeah. Sounds okay.
It was just an excuse to put Lady Gaga's annoying ass in it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. No desire to see that.
Yeah, because Lady Gaga and comic books, you know, they go hand in hand.
Right.
Oh, you're full health. All right. You have to
shit.
jump up to the next level. Like, can you jump and crawl up to the next level? Or
without
I
getting
guess,
hit.
or,
No.
Oh, you couldn't jump and climb.
No, I didn't have to.
Oh.
So I just did that for no reason. I couldn't fucking stand whatever she fucking got big, whatever. God damn. And I was actually still going to bars at that point. And I had to hear from every annoying fucking girl in the world how great Lady Gaga was. It's like, just end it now.
Mm-hmm.
This one girl tried to tell me, like, if you're a music fan, you should be a Lady Gaga. I was like,
If
no.
you're a music Listen, most women have zero taste anyway in things.
I know.
Yeah. They're all about, the police of conformity there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Their friends told them it was cool. So
Exactly.
That explains brand slavery, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Society,
I was literally about to say that, yep.
Yeah.
Because that's where it stemmed from. Didn't they say
herd mentality.
If you could get the teenage girls to buy product or whatever, they're the ones who dictate what's going to happen with the rest of the world with consumerism.
Yeah. Yeah. And, well, we live in such a feminized society now that we don't even have any, like, masculine counterparts. Like, nothing to counterbalance it. So everything is just like, conform.
Oh, do you know what the best is if you show like a Lady Gaga fan the shit like with Ibrahimovic there, the spirit cooker person.
Spirit cooker. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, they don't want to go near you on that stuff. It's hilarious. Like, oh yeah, take a look. She did a documentary.
Well, I want to try and hear them defend when she's playing the drums. And she has some bitch throwing up on her chest. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
Yeah, defend that. Well, the same thing with Miley Cyrus. She brings a blow up doll on stage with a dildo and like dry humps it.
Well, you see that Sabrina Carpenter chick?
All right, but you know what? at least she's not getting someone's vomit all over her. You know.
That is true. There's no body fluids involved. But like,
I mean, yes, it is retarded. It's retarded, yes, but at least no one's like.
Well, if you're a parent and like you're like, oh yeah, your daughter's into Miley Cyrus, like,
why is she mouthing a dildo?
Yeah. That's kind of like. You
know,
people always did shit like Marilyn Manson was doing gross shit like that. You know.
Yeah.
Well, Marilyn Manson, you also knew you were getting into. Nobody was like, "Oh, he's a wholesome singer. He's a former Disney star or whatever." You know what I mean?
He locked that one actress up in a fucking closet after beating her and doing.
Which one? Evan Rachel Wood? That one, right? How come Rose McGowan never said anything about him?
I think she did too later.
She did?
Yeah.
Man, poor. You know, everybody thought Rose McGowan was a nut bar. And
she is.
All of the shit that she said, she maintained consistency over the years.
Yeah.
And it's like everything she said, she was vindicated with. You know, she was the only one. Well, her and the other person from Charmed were there for Shannon Doherty's funeral and were like supporting her in her final days. Whereas Who's the Boss there chick was just a total asshole about it.
Yeah. Like, dude, she fucking ran a GoFundMe for her kid's baseball thing.
To go to Cooperstown. Yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
These psychos. Yep.
It's like The Rock and Oprah trying to get money for Hawaii.
Yeah. They're monsters, dude. They don't give a shit about any of us. And then the dummies, the brand slaves, they oh yeah, I love her from those shows. I'm gonna give her money. Like what?
Yeah.
They're multimillionaires.
Alyssa Milano was also the retard. Believe all women, right? Believe all women. Believe all women. Then when that fucking woman came forward accusing Biden, all of a sudden it's not time to believe all women, according to Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
Yep. Hypocrite. Mm-hmm. And that's where Rose McGowan kind of vindicated herself.
Yeah, I know Rose McGowan came after her after that, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Go fund me for a millionaire's kid to go to a baseball camp. Good grief. Amen, RR.
Exactly, man.
It's like, maybe if you still looked like 1995 Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, maybe she's giving out hand jobs with that.
Man, it's so sad. Like these people are just
look like you did in the late '90s and give hand jobs. Yeah, we'll throw $10 at you fucking kids. GoFundMe.
Hey, remember when your career was dried up and you had to do fucking nude scenes and like straight to VHS movies, Alyssa Milano?
Yeah, and then she bitched about it later and was trying to get him taken off of the internet.
Wow.
Psychos.
Fucking hooas.
She stalked that one guy. What's his name? That Wolf guy? That actor?
Scott Wolf?
Which guy?
Scott Wolf, yeah.
She stalked him?
Because he broke up with her and then like she fucking stalked him too.
Wasn't she also in that dumbass Double Dragon movie with him?
Yes.
That's probably where they...
Yeah, that's probably where they got together.
Yeah.
It's where he first stooped her?
It's where he stooped her. Right in the tucket.
He probably said, "Who's the boss?
Right
Who's the boss?"
He said, Samantha,
Angela, Mona, gay kid.
Well, that kid's got AIDS now, so.
Ugh. I don't think it's just now. He's had it for a while. Hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he's had it for a while. Yeah, I mean, you could see the smoke from that flaming ass a mile away.
That poor dude probably got abused like hell. I feel bad.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, he was a feminine little tulip of a kid. You know, and they
so
probably turned him.
they took fucking.
Yeah, they're like,
Weinstein was probably all over that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we got some spinners here, boys.
Weinstein's like, buy my gay frog book. Oh wait, wrong fat pig.
No, well, Weinstein was like, that dude was like, he never he didn't beat up anybody or force them. He just pressured them.
This is not true. This is not true.
But he actually physically
did. Yes,
Rose McGowan. Rose McGowan was one.
Dude, he jerked off in a fucking plant
in a potted plant.
In front of a waitress, bro.
Yep.
In front of a fucking
waitress and an actress.
And He remember this actress? She was in this movie called "The Hand That Rocks the Cradle." Annabella Sciorra.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly
Or
he
Fiore.
showed up. He showed up at her house.
Yeah, that's why
and
her career
fucking-
was done.
Yep. Showed up at her
Well,
house and raped.
I heard he pressured and like basically like he ended the careers of the ones that didn't want it or whatever. But like the ones that went along with it perpetuated the problem. And then when they no longer had any use for him, suddenly they all turned.
No, yeah, you know what it's
Yeah.
like? All right, there was this old fucking Woody Woodpecker cartoon back in the day where Woody Woodpecker like witnessed the crime in the beginning, and then after every single like thing that's going on, the consequence, this like fucking this like detective looking guy comes out and he keeps this is a recurring thing as the episode goes on. He goes, if Woody had called the police, this would have never have happened. But yeah, if when a victim does not come forward, you just leave the door open for the perpetrator to keep perpetrating.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Sure. And then you get your what's her fucking face? The Hunger Games bitch. Like she was
Like
promised-
she didn't know? Yeah, like
No,
she
no,
didn't know what was going on with Weinstein.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying, yeah.
No,
someone like her.
I'm talking about because she
Yeah,
took
she
pictures
cut-
of them together.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she openly cut the fucking deal. She says, "I want an Oscar. I want my own franchise." And he gave her everything, and boom, stooped.
Remember the fappening when like that dumbass
Yeah.
uploaded all her shit and she's like, I feel violated. Well, don't put your shit on the internet. Well, I didn't know that's what happened. Well, then maybe you should learn how to operate your equipment before you freaking take pictures of your asshole.
That was a CAA job anyway. That wasn't just some fucking guy. There was a bunch of shit that was
It
involved.
happened a few times.
Yeah.
It was like 2 or 3 instances.
Yeah.
I remember former coworkers like unfriended me on Facebook and stuff and were telling me how much of an evil bastard I was because I didn't have a shred of freaking sympathy for her.
Hmm.
You know, if you ever done it, that's just like sexual assault. Blah, blah. I'm like, no, it isn't. This dumb bitch put it online herself.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever used a piece of equipment? No, I haven't. Like, I'm not a dumb bitch. Like, I don't like. I read the manual if I don't know how to use something. Like, man.
But yeah, so that's one of the things that drove Rose McGowan insane.
Yeah.
I think another thing that drove her insane was remember in if you noticed her face in Planet Terror, her face looked very different, like especially her eyes, because she got into a fucking car accident, and the glass. She was wearing glasses when it happened. And the glass went underneath her eyelids.
Oh,
So she had to get major fucking surgery for that.
oh
Jesus.
God. Yeah, I don't like when
Yeah,
shit
it's
happens to your eyes.
Yeah. Well, they tried going after her too a bunch of times.
Yeah, she doesn't live in the United States anymore. I think
Yeah,
she lives
she-
down in Mexico.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they broke into her home. They kicked down her door. I think they killed her dog.
Killed
Yeah.
her fucking dog.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn, bro.
They were because she had a couple of them for protection. These people are all fucking demented. All of this shit, all of it's connected, all of it's super dirty. So look at the Diddy thing. He's walking because of the same deal. Because if they get him, he's going to talk. And they don't want him to, and you know it's
Well,
it's
did you
going
see
to
the,
connect to everything.
You see the latest FBI leaks that said that there's no proof that there was ever a client list on Epstein's island.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, they all got away with it because they don't want to admit what really happened because they're all compromised.
Wow. Who came out with that? Was it Cash Patel?
Probably, yeah. It was Breitbart News had it on Facebook earlier today.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's disgusting. Yeah.
Yep.
Because it implicates certain countries with the little hats.
yep,
And a whole bunch of other things. And
yeah.
cannot talk about it. It doesn't exist.
I know. Even I can't talk about it, and I'm part of the tribe. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Chris, what do you know?
All right, before the CIA kicks in my fucking windows.
What's that red dot on you?
Yeah, thanks for chilling, guys. Thanks for chilling.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this was a cool game.
Yeah, I like this game. It's fun. But maybe I'll do another game tomorrow if you guys want to chill, guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if I'm around, yeah.
Prime one,
Cool.
Tommy, Ancient One, Happy Dinosaur, Shifty, RR, I'm missing anybody, Curtis, Birch,
Keep your head down.
Still Alive.
Hey.
This is, I'd say, it's a bit more merciful than Ninja Gaiden is a motherfucker. All the Ninja Gaiden games are fucking so they're like merciless. They don't
unlimited respawns.
They don't let up. Yes, the fucking respawns, fucking murder.
Especially those eagles in the later levels.
Yeah, as you have to jump from like the top of one pillar to the other, non-stop spawning fucking eagles come and fuck you over.
Yep.
Yeah, Lurch. RR. Have it going.
Hell yeah.
Anyone watching on the replay?
Yeah.
Appreciate the hell out of that.
I get your replay right here. Oh, sorry.
Hey. Oh.
I got your replay dangling.
I got you excised on my back.
Take us out, Hogan. It's time for Hogan to take us out.
Okay.
What's up, DiBiase, punk ass bitch? Oh.